next one I have is the one I have here is should I learn to play an acoustic or electric guitar? This is probably from a new guitar player that is undecided of which way they should
Mhm.
go.
Yeah. So again, I mean, this is another one of those questions where it depends. Should you? This is an age-old question, right? Should you play an electric guitar or should you play an acoustic guitar? So I think there's a few myths around this, but then I'm also going to give you some guidance as well. My personal opinion is that it is a myth of whether you should do something over the other. A lot of people say, I think it's kind of an old wives' tale, basically, that they say, well, if you learn on an acoustic first, it's going to make everything else easier. Well, not necessarily, because it depends on what kind of acoustic you learn, whether it makes you quit or not, because it's not set up properly, whether it sounds good or not, whether it can make you quit, right? So I don't know about that. And also, it depends on mainly what do you want to do, like what type of guitar do you want to play? Do you want to play an acoustic? Play an acoustic. Do you want to play an electric guitar? Play an electric guitar. It doesn't matter. You're going to find over time that when you start to get better and your hands start to get used to a fretboard, etc., it's going to cause you to play a certain way. And then when you change the guitar, your hand, your fingers, your playing style is going to adapt to that guitar. So really, it really, in my honest opinion, it doesn't matter where you start. You can make the argument if we isolate all of this stuff in a vacuum and we say there's a guitar in a vacuum and there's an only guitar player that exists in the world and they're going to learn bar chords. And if they just do bar chords on an acoustic, then it'll be a lot easier on an electric. Well, yeah, probably will be. Why? Because the acoustic strings in general, most of the time, are thicker than strings on an electric guitar and they're just harder to press down. So naturally, your hand is going to have to get stronger in order to play a bar chord on an acoustic guitar for the most part versus playing it on an electric guitar where it will feel easier. But again, that's all in a vacuum. And playing guitar is not in a vacuum. There's so much more that you want to do on guitar than just playing one chord. So those little arguments it doesn't matter in the long run. Depending on what you want to do with your guitar and your guitar playing. I would say certain types of guitars are more suited to whatever goals that you have. I would be thinking in that way. So again, the answer to the first question, which is a question, is what do you want to do on the guitar? Do you want to do like a bunch of finger picking and like sounding pretty and things like that? Well, acoustic guitar is generally the way that that's done. So maybe you want to play an acoustic. Do you want to sit around a campfire and play a bunch of songs and strum and sing or something like that? Acoustic guitar is more conducive to doing that. On the other hand, if you want to do a bunch of bending, or if you want to play really loud, or if you want to play with distortion or pedals or delay or chorus or play really fast, you can do that on an acoustic guitar, but it's just easier and there's more range and more possibility on an electric guitar. So again, the question is, should you start with an acoustic or should you start with an electric? And in my opinion, the answer is it depends on what you want to do. Decide what you want to do, go in that direction. You're going to be happier overall if you follow what you're passionate about, what you want to do. Don't just do something because you think you should or because somebody said you should do this. Do what you want to do. Make sure you have the right guidance, but go in the direction that you want to go in. You'll be a lot happier and have a lot more fun when you're playing.
Yeah, I could see an issue with somebody who maybe they only listen to heavy metal or hard rock or something, and they want to pick up an acoustic.
Yeah,
It might not be as enjoyable when you get out because when you start playing, because the sounds are very different, and if you don't have
yeah,
a distortion pedal, maybe some effects or something, that it just you might lose interest a little quicker. But who knows?
exactly.
I know Bon Jovi when Richie Sambora would sit down and they'd write songs, he would only play an acoustic guitar because he felt that John would be able to pull out better melodies from the chords he was
Hmm,
playing because it was on an acoustic guitar. So I could see songwriting an acoustic guitar being
for sure.
if you want to be a songwriter or singer, that's probably a good way to start. So
Yeah,
especially if you don't have a band to play with. So
yeah, super common thing.
yeah, just some thoughts. Hey, thanks so much for watching this video. We would love it if you hit the like button, leave a comment below, tell us what you thought about it, and subscribe to the channel. We're going to release really great content, some great backing tracks so you can practice your guitar skills on. And if you're interested in taking your guitar to the next level, we have a free course that we want to give to you. It's in the description of this video. It's going to help you discover how to freely express yourself on guitar without endless amounts of scales and theory. So check it out and let us know what you think. Thanks.